Hi guys, welcome to my weekly accountability meeting. This is a new live that I decided to do so we can stay on track with our goals.
Welcome to my weekly accountability meeting. This is a new live.
I had it going on my other computer just so I can make sure you guys can hear me. So it sounds like you guys can. Just so we can make sure that we're staying on track with our goals and that we're holding each other accountable. This could be a safe place for us to kind of support each other and see what's working for other people and see kind of how everyone else is staying on track with their goals. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through my own I have my planner here and I'm going to share my an overhead of what I'm doing in my planner. And I'm going to go over my weekly 12-week scorecard using the 12-week year template that I created, which you can get for free. I'll be sure to add a description under this video so that you can download it for completely free. So I'll be using that with my Mod Ambition Planner, kind of showing you guys how I keep up with my 12-week year goals. And then I'll be planning the week. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see. This is my planner. I need to do my nails, so give me a little bit of grace, please. I got my coffee. Let me take a sip and we can get started. So like I said, you can download this free printable. I just updated it. So if you're on my newsletter list, you should have got an email from me like about 30 minutes ago, just to make it look nicer, to give more space to write certain things. So I'll be using this 12-week year weekly scorecard template. Also in the download, when you download this, there's also like a summary of the book, the 12-week year, and some tips on how to use it best in your planner. So this is my Mod Ambition Planner. I have obviously my goal planner at the beginning of this. I've also personalized this planner a lot, so I have a lot more stuff in here. One of the great things about having a binder system in your planner is that you can just freely add printables like this one. And just hole punch it with a regular old hole puncher and you can add it to your planner, no problem. So that's what I'm going to do. This is my empty weekly planning spread here for the week, this week coming up. So I'm just going to add it here. That's where I like to add it. So let's get into completing this. I am going to open up, just to get a regular black pen here. And one thing I will say is if you can leave a comment below with how you're doing on one of your goals. You don't have to share what the goal is if you don't want to, but share what you did well this week and then also share what you would like to improve on. So we're acknowledging what you've been doing well, and then also give us an idea of how you want to improve or possibly do better if you think that that's going to be helpful for you this week as well. And that way we can kind of support each other in the comments. So this week coming up is May 1st. So the previous week, I think today is the 28th. So let's see here, the 24th through the rest of this weekend, which will be 29, 30. So I'm on the Friday, so I'm a little bit early in tracking this because I still have the weekend to do a couple things, but I will write down those things if I choose to do them. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill out the monthly goals section, because those are the things that I'm working towards in my 12-week year. So I write down, you can write it down as one of your monthly goals as the header, and like your priority. So I like mine are one and the same, but you have that option. So one of my monthly goals is to improve my overall wellness. Second one is to sell 10 planners per week. Get to that number. And my last monthly goal is to work towards growing my YouTube. So those are my monthly goals, and then I go in and write my league goals. So those are those SMART goals that we're going to be tracking here, that I'm doing each month towards that monthly goal. And I will say I do have more monthly goals than these, but these are the ones that are the top priorities and that I'm concerned with tracking. Some of the other ones are built into like my everyday habits that I'm kind of already doing or have established. So these are the ones that I'm really sort of striving for. Okay, so then we have under this one, the lead goal is to pray twice a day. I also want to work out 3 times a week. And I'm also going to therapy 1 time per week. All right. Then for working towards my planner goals, so I have started ads. So this is kind of already happening, but this is what I started with at the beginning of this month. So I'm actually going to be filming my full monthly reset this afternoon. So I'll show you guys how I'm kind of adjusting for the new month as we move into month 2, which is, you can see I'm already in, but I haven't planned that month yet. So I'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. But in order to reach my goals to share my planner with more people, I wanted to review my ads, my meta ads daily, just to make sure they're staying profitable. I'm also doing bookkeeping once per week. And then posting to social media, the monthly goal was to post. And when I say social media, I'm talking like short form content 2 times per day. And even just writing that's been rough. And then for my YouTube goals, I have to do 1 live per week, which I'm just starting at the very last week in the month, but that's been a goal. Posting 2 times per week on YouTube, and then redoing thumbnails. So what I've been trying to do is like once a week, redoing a thumbnail and a title of a video that didn't necessarily perform well. And then we also, I'm going to turn this a little bit, have down here our lag goals. So this is like kind of like my yearly goals, my shooting for the moon type of goals that I'm essentially working towards with these smaller goals. So overall, I'm going to be a little bit vague just to keep some privacy, but wellness is the first one. Family is my second one. Increased revenue, which I have a number that I'm going to keep to myself. And then 10,000 subs on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It would help me in my goals. Thank you so much. And then I'll kind of track my progress in those thus far in these little boxes here. So let's start with praying 2 times a day. This is part of my habit tracker. I have my weekly plan from last week over here on the side. So that's where I'm getting these numbers from. And ideally, I didn't do it this week because I knew I was going to do this live, but ideally you could turn to this at the end of each day and kind of track how you did instead of trying to remember, which might be more helpful. Praying each day, that's sort of already become part of my routine. So I would say 100% on that. Working out 3 times a week, major fail this week. So I had it for set to do Monday, which I did not do, nor Wednesday. So I have to do it today to even get at 33%. And I could do some this weekend, but not going to lie, I'm not going to do that with my kiddos. So that one I need to improve on. But I do plan on working out at the end of the day today. Therapy 1 time per week. I did that last week. I go on Fridays. So I'll mark out the other days. So I get 100% on that. So you can or cannot put a percentage of accomplished on your monthly or your priority that these lead goals are leading to each week, but I choose not to because, or some of them I do, some of them I don't. Not all of them have to be what I would say quantitative, meaning something that you can measure, but as long as those lead goals are, you should be okay. But it's also a matter of preference, how you want to do that. Um, oh, yay, Stacia, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy planning. Happy to hear that. Please let me know if you have any questions. I didn't tag you, but hopefully you get to see that comment. All right, so then the 10 planners per week goal, review my ads daily. I did that. So that's at 100%. Bookkeeping once per week. I did that on Wednesday. Oh, so that is 100%. Social media 2 times per day. So I posted, I think, once this week on, and I'll tell you guys a little bit of why I was sick. My husband was out of town. I also had my kids sick the previous week. So I've been kind of playing catch up these last couple of weeks. So because YouTube is my main priority, when I am shortened for time, all the other things kind of go out the window, like even sometimes the podcast or short form content, blogs, newsletters. It's like my main commitment and priority, if nothing else gets done for me in the way that I operate, is my YouTube. So I don't hold myself too stringent. Like if I need to move something around, it's going to be the other stuff. So that's what happened. So I did post 50%, like half on Monday, and then I haven't posted. Oh my God. Since then, I'm going to post today. So I'm going to give myself a check mark because I already know what I'm going to post. I think I'm going to either post a pack orders with me video or a fast, healthy recipe for busy women because I have both of those filmed. I just need to edit it, and then I don't post on the weekends. So I would say if I did 2 out of the let's say 10 that I'm trying to do, that's only 20%, which feels right. 1 live per week for growing my YouTube. That's today. So that'll be 100%. Posting 2 times a week. So I posted Monday and I also posted Thursday. If you haven't seen those videos, my Thursday video. So yesterday I posted on how to use your planner consistently. And then on Monday, I believe I posted, what did I post on Monday? Oh, my YouTube process of how I film my videos, kind of a day in the life. So that's been 100%. And then redo thumbnail, I did that on Tuesday. All right. So that's 100%. It looks like the places that I need to improve on, which I'll just highlight them so I can see, are posting on social media and working out. Which has a lot to do with just trying to catch up. And then so I will put my wellness goals. Let's see, where did I put last time? I have that on the side here. I put a little bit 66%. I think that'll be about 60%. So if I colored it in, it would be something like here. I would say, let me use a marker. Family goals, I'm pretty up there with those, like doing our letters. That's part of my like morning and evening routine, so I don't track it there. Increasing revenue, doing everything I need to do. I'm, because of my ads, getting very close to my goal per week. So I would say a little bit over halfway there. And then 10,000 subs. So I think I'm at like a little less than 3. So it'll be like there. And then I have some other personal goals that I don't have here that I'll add after. But essentially, that's my scorecard. I hope you guys can see that. Let me see if I can move it down a little bit. I have this in front of my face though, but that's kind of where I am with that. So I'll move that back up. All right. So let me know if you have any questions on filling that out, or maybe this will be easier to see how I did it like that. Yeah, I think that's easier. And you can see it's super fast, super easy to do. It's not something that takes a lot of your time, but it's so good to track your goals if you want to stay on track. And just being more aware of your goals, that helps you form new habits. So let me move this out of my face. Okay, let me know if this is, you guys could even see this. Hopefully you can. Sorry, this is one of my first lives doing this, trying to show my planner from a top. So I'm still kind of getting used to this. Maybe if I put my light here. Thank you for bearing with me. You guys can see, or is that too bright? Let me see over here. I think that's too bright. Sorry, guys. Let me put it back. Okay, so this is my weekly spread to plan. Just in case you can't see it, it's like the week of here, this week's intention, top priorities for the week, your running to-do list and projects, wins and challenges, and your habit and routine tracker, and then just kind of an overview of the weekly plan. I'll take it out. Again, this is my Mod Ambition planner. I have it attached to a few things, but just so you can see. That's what it looks like. And what I usually do before I plan my week on Fridays is I look back at my month plan, and then I also look at the previous week's plan, because the month today we're moving into a new month and I'm going to be planning my month. I don't have that planned out yet for the month of May. Obviously you can see it's empty here, but I'm going to be doing that so later, so I'm not going to completely fill in everything. And then my weekly plan, I can't show you guys exactly from last week because it has client information on there and some personal information, but I will show you that is the overall process enough to show how I do my planning routine, and we can kind of talk about how I incorporate some of these goals and habits into my weekly plan. So let's see here. Sorry, just this is my face. All right, so let's start with creating my to-do list. I'm going to bring this ruler over here. I separated into 3 different lists. So let me take this off. I separated into personal to-do lists, like for me and my family. I also separate a list for Mod Ambition, my store, and then my job as a psychologist. So this is personal. This is Mod Ambition, which is always the longest list, and this is psychologist. I'll just put psych. All right. And then I like to just highlight those so that they make sense to me. Get all those out. Personal. So this is Mod Ambition, and then I usually put like personal stuff in pink. So I'll use my pink pen. Personal stuff that I have to do is I still need to get genetics testing. And then I also need to call and check on, well, I'll just keep it abbreviated because it's also like financial stuff. They need to check on also therapy, which is already scheduled, but I like to just make sure I put it on my to-do list. Letters with my children. So I'm teaching my children their letter sounds. So I like to make sure that that's on my list so it doesn't fall out of my priorities. And then meal prep. I also do want to add to this running to-do list to organize my closet, because I've been trying to do that for a while. Then I have my things to do for my store. Now this is where it's a much longer list. So I'm just going to put product development because I do want to surprise you guys with some stuff that I'm working on. So product development, just so you can see, new ads, I need to work on hero content. So that's what I was telling you guys before, just editing my YouTube videos, posting them, all the YouTube related stuff is what I call hero content because that's my main source of content. Maybe I'll bring this down again because I feel like, sorry, I have to get used to this. And maybe I'll just show that instead of me. That way you guys can see. Okay, I think that's good. You can probably hear me and see this. So things to do for my hero content, promo emails. So I want to send an additional email just to let folks know about the planner, short form content creation, YouTube live planning, because that's going to be ongoing. I'm going to be here every Friday, and hopefully next week there will be less lumps in getting, everything so you guys can see clearly. Then redo thumbnail. That's one of those goals. I need to do billing for my Dream Life Academy clients, bookkeeping, which is an ongoing thing weekly, but I like to write it down so it stays top of mind. I'm doing email flows and planning my next videos. Okay. Then for my psychological, for my neuropsych job, I just like to write this in gray because it's very serious. I have 2 reports to do next week. Admin, notes, call new referrals because I'm taking on some new ones. And then on-site day I need to schedule because I supervise students. All right, so what I will do then is I will put all my meetings in here, and then I'll take from here and schedule around my meetings for each one of those days. And then in my daily planning, I do my time blocking. So you can see I have it each day, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I have as well. So what I'll do is, so this is the week of May 1st, so you guys can see that. This week's intention, I already know I like the intention that I had this week, was to be faithful and hopeful. And then I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My priorities this week, definitely hero content is always up there. I'm going to wait till I plan my month before I fully name all my priorities, because that might change that. And then wins from last week. So I hope I made that clear. Then I would look at my electronic calendar, put in all my meetings for work, all my Dream Life Academy clients, and then I put my to-dos around those. So my to-dos are either a part of like my weekly planning, or they're a part of my habits that are down here. So I would say wins. I like to put wins and also like my favorites and favorite memories here in the wins. One, I have one of my favorites is I found this really great setting spray that makes your makeup like waterproof and smudge proof, which is great for me because my kids are lighter than me. So if I'm wearing makeup, all my kisses, when I kiss them and everything, gets on their faces. And it's called, it's by Patrick. I can't remember his last name, but the spray is, I think, called One Size. Yeah, something like that. And it's really, really good. Saw it on TikTok, bought it. So that was definitely a win. What else was a win? I stayed productive, I would say, while my husband was out of town, which is usually hard for me to do because with the kiddos on my own, I don't know how single parents do it, but definitely is a challenge for me when my husband goes out of town for work, and I was able to do that. And then what else was a win from this week? I guess just spending time with my kiddos. We had a really good weekend last week. Oh, yeah. Replying to Stacia, she says that getting the 12-week yearbook was really great and inspiring. Yes, I love that book. Sorry, I'm also moderating my own comments, so I don't want to miss any. Challenges would also say, even though I was productive, my husband going out of town. Sorry, this is not my best handwriting here. Then let me open this. What else was a challenge for me? I got less sleep this week. That's about it. I mean, I don't want to make up stuff. And then I will fill in my habit and routine tracker. This is anything that doesn't fit over here, my to-do list. That's part of like my lead goals. I put in my habit tracker usually. So let me get a different color for that, or maybe I'll write it in this fine pen. Posting on TikTok twice per day, but since I'm just trying to get on the bandwagon, I just want to do it once per day. So short form, and then I repurpose those on Instagram and Pinterest, idea pens, sometimes YouTube shorts if it's appropriate. So post on TikTok. Then also my YouTube live is a habit that I'm trying to build once per week. Also taking my vitamins each day. Then I have my morning routine, which includes working out and some of those other things. I have my morning routine listed in like a habit thing here that I have for free as a download, a habit and routines organizer that I have. If you guys want this, you can kind of lay out all the habits that you want to cultivate, and then all the routines, putting your habits into different routines. And then you write it down. That way, if you ever fall off track, you can come back to it. So all of what I call my manifestation routine is built into my morning routine. And if I ever need a refresh, I can just go look at that. Then I have my evening routine, and same kind of thing. It encapsulates some of my other goals, like reading each night, editing videos, those kinds of things. And then also, 2 YouTube videos per week. And then I track those daily. And like I said, on my other week tracker over there, but it has personal info on it. And that's it. After I get done here, I will just go in and add my meetings and put these things here after I plan my month. I'll list out my priorities. I'll probably plan my month before I move these things too. But I'm going to film that this weekend and post it as a video probably Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, that's it. That's my scorecard. That's my progress. Super easy. Doing this filming, which if you're filming, it probably won't take you as long. It took me 30 minutes. And I mean, I still have to do this part, but probably if you're not filming, it won't take you that long. So I'm going to lift this back up so I can farewell you guys. But that's it. Let me know in the comments some of your own goals. And here I am. Let me know in the comments some of your own goals, what you are excited about this week. Like I said, if you could share one thing that you're doing right with your goals and one thing that you want to improve on, we can hold each other accountable. Even if you don't want to share exactly what your goal is, I'm going to post this video so that anyone watching later, you can leave it in the comments as well. And thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully you'll be back next week. I'll be back next Friday as well. And I'll see you later. Namaste.